Welcome, welcome. This session is about helping you to learn how to uncover your limiting beliefs and transform your life. Enjoy it. Welcome, welcome, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and I'm happy to connect with you all. Happy New Year. That this year bring lots of abundance and magic and love and peace for all of us in many different areas of our life. It's so very much needed. And also lots of health. Health on an emotional level, a mental level, that we are strong, that we are connected with ourselves and connected with our bodies, connected with the loved ones. So brings completely different vibration than the last year. So just say hello in the comments here, where you're checking from. It's always to know where you're checking from. You never know, you may connect with someone else here and create beautiful community as well. Um, so, so today we're gonna be talking about limiting beliefs, and I'm gonna show you how to uncover your limiting beliefs. I'm gonna show you muscle test, and um, how you can start transforming every single area of your life. We all have hundreds of limiting beliefs, coming from religions, coming from history, from culture, from certain experiences, especially more traumatic and shocking, coming from family system as well. Of course, we have positive beliefs as well, absolutely. And we all feel it when we have positive beliefs. We feel amazing. We can do it things. We don't procrastinate. We are attracting amazing people, attracting amazing situations in life. Things are flowy. And we just generally have positive attitude to life. We feel confident. So this is because we have positive beliefs about money, about love, about some project, about just life in general. We all know when we feel how we feel when we have some limiting beliefs that they are not transformed yet, they are not, certain things are not healed. We procrastinate, number one. We go into blame, we go into judgment, we go into victimhood, like poor me, blaming everyone around except yourself. Or actually, you're gonna blame yourself, and there's lots of self blame, self doubt, lack of confidence, lack of self love, lack of self respect, lack of boundaries, lots of pleasing, controlling energy, um, maybe anger, and many, many more. So we all know that as well, very much. And we all experience feeling really blocked in many different areas of life. Maybe you're struggling with love and keep attracting wrong relationships, wrong partners. Maybe you are struggling with money mindset, not feeling like deserving, um, uh, being paid more or having more. Mm, because of the limiting beliefs. Maybe you are struggling with your health. You don't even believe that you can heal, you can connect with your body and create amazing miracles uh, in your life and stop being ill, basically. Um, Maybe you are blocked with sensuality, sexuality as well. This is a big one for lots of people, but it's really taboo subject. No one talk about this, but me working on myself and with women, and also have some work done with men. Oh, so it's a very, very hot topic. However, uh, not many people talk about this. Lots of limiting beliefs like I need to please partner in relationship, like in bedroom, in terms of like sexuality, basically, and sex. Not feeling good enough, not being beautiful, or they need to be like acting or pretending. There's lots of stuff there, not feeling safe, and so on. So, just sharing, just generally how things can show up, and you're gonna know that underneath there's a fear and limiting beliefs. Um, so, I believe when you start uncovering your limiting beliefs and truly transforming uh, belief by belief, this is how I started my journey years ago. I literally dedicated 8 months uh, doing this work, what I'm gonna just show you today, literally uncovering limiting beliefs by limiting beliefs from that are coming from religion, coming from land, coming from my ancestor, coming from my traumas. Uncovering beliefs about money, especially when I started, having my own business. Gosh, there was lots of beliefs that I needed to shift, like deserving money, deserving to charge people, because I had lots of limiting beliefs that, not feeling okay. And this is very normal in certain professions and occupations. Lots of people who are very artistic, people who are helping other people, mm, struggling, they have this inner conflict. Um, there's lots of limiting beliefs about success or fear of being successful. Lots of people have fear of being this energy, fear of being successful, because they are limiting beliefs as well. Like, if I'm gonna be successful, then you can finish that. People leave me. For me, was that if I'm gonna be successful, I won't belong. I had very lots of energy, like a martyr energy, giving, and wanting, belonging to actually people who don't have money, who are poor. Uh, and this kept me poor because I was rejecting money, I was rejecting the success as well. And it's not from coming from ego, nothing like that. But I was doing this unconsciously, and I see lots of people have that as well. So this fear of being successful. I had one lady that she was fearful of being successful, even though she was really great, having brilliant idea, but she was scared that if she'll be more successful, her husband will leave her. So, like, we have lots of unconscious stuff going on underneath, and it show up in our lives in many different ways, whether it's health, sexuality, love, relationship, money, business, stepping on your path, and so on and so on. Uh, Absolutely, there are many layers to uncover about beliefs, 100%. And good morning, everyone. Good morning, Amanda. So good to see you, darling. So, I believe that this work truly, like, I believe that this is the fastest way to change lives. Um, because when you start realizing, first bringing into your awareness what is really going on. Years ago when I started this journey, I didn't have clue how many limiting beliefs I had. Of course, I saw certain behavior and, sabotaging behavior and not feeling happy in certain areas. But until I started digging deep, and I was like, whoa, even about from religion, like, how I felt like I was brainwashed from just religion, basically. I was so shocked, And often when we have beliefs, like, especially people who grew up in certain religions, if we are scared of God, or if we feel like we're gonna be punished, um, or being forgotten. I had this belief, I am forgotten by God. Guess what? Life is hard, because it's like some people calling God, but you can also translate this to source, to universe. So often people feel forgotten by source, God, universe, whatever you call that energy, is a higher power. And life, it's hard. Like, you feel very alone. You feel like no one is there for you. Um, so this topic, we could spend literally weeks here. I absolutely love this topic. My main work is absolutely work with limiting beliefs. And helping people to transform them on many levels, also on multidimensional level, because lots of stuff coming also from past lives and ancestor stuff, but also multidimensionally. We can create certain vows. And I just cleared one of the vow yesterday on myself. I could feel it is something deeper. So vows are very strong, stronger than limiting beliefs. If you've created vow, not only in this life, but can be past lives. until you break the vow, I'm telling you, you're gonna have, you can have many, many, many lifetimes, you know, uh, living with this vow, whatever is the vow. And normally vow, it's not very pleasant, it's probably negative and more gonna be affecting your life. So it's also clearing this stuff on multidimensional level and different levels as well. So I love this topic because I know how changed my life, and every time when I'm working with other people, it's amazing how people shifting fast. Because number one, to change anything, we need to bring to awareness, and this is why this session is all about helping you to see what is going on. Because if you don't know what is really going on, what beliefs you need to shift, it will be extremely hard for you to shift things. You're gonna, the mind is so powerful that it's gonna push you to create some illusion and stories. For example, if you are in the wrong relationship and toxic relationship, um, it's gonna basically sabotage you. It's gonna create stories. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not this. Blah 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 blah, and you're gonna be living in that energy. The same, like I was telling you with my beliefs about money, I was rejecting unconsciously money in many different ways and manifesting constantly big expenses or things just happening because unconsciously I had lots of limiting beliefs about money. Some of them, they were coming from my family system. My father was an alcoholic, so there was lots of argument about money and stealing money and all of this crazy stuff. So I saw money as a, not, I don't want to say evil, but the cause of conflict and unhappiness. Another stuff I had that, like I shared with you, that I was scared to be successful because then I won't belong to my family, you know, they will reject me, and so on and so on. So there's many things like this. So the more I was bringing this into my awareness and uncovering this, the more I was excited to shift them and completely changing my life. Someone asked about vows, Mo, Elizabeth. Okay, I can talk about this. What that means, it's like limiting. It's like um, story or illusion or limiting beliefs, but much stronger. So you can make vows with certain people. So yesterday I was shifting. I could see that I struggle with certain people in my life, and I'm like, I've done so much healing. I've done so much work on that, and still I could feel underneath is something that I did. It's constantly creating these attachments to them, and until I realized that there is attachment and vows, and the vows, it doesn't mean that they are created in this life. It could be from past life as well. So we already had life in past lives, and we've created certain vows. Let's say sometimes lovers, when you could meet person in this life, but you had past lives with them. And for example, you were a couple, and if one person died or so sick, or you know, there were some stories, you could create vow with this person: I will always love you, or I will never gonna be with anyone than you. And then you're struggling, for example, in this life, you know, finding love or something like this, you know. Or you could have vows. Oh, I had someone that had vow about money and success as well. Before, they were so rich, and literally they were rich because they sold their soul for the money. So yeah, it's like a promise. It's you know, it's like you getting married and doing vows as well, isn't it, to the person. So you can do it with yourself. So for example, this person that I mentioned, she created the vow in past lives that she will never sell her soul again. So this life, she's really struggling with actually owning that it's okay to have money. Money is just energy. Money is just tool in this life to go about, but also helping us to step into our true potentiality as well. Because money is energy. With the more we have money, um, I'm not talking about ego, like some people are really like. I'm talking in a healthy way, having healthy relationship with money, seeing as a tool. Like the more you have money, the more you can give as well to people, to support people, to offer things for free and so on. This is what I'm talking about, you know. So she was rejecting this a lot because she'd make vow in past lives as well. Yeah, I will never go hungry. I give you example of how I created one vow, and I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's been haunting me for decade over decade. So my first relationship, when I was teenage, when we were breaking up, basically, I said to him, "I will always love you." Now guess what I've created? Vow. And even though years later, of course, my heart was crushed and I had different relationship, and I am in a very happy relationship now. Um, he was still coming up with my dreams for, let me see how many years now, 17 years. So can you see how this can really chasing you? And I've done so much work, and I'm like, what the hell? What else I can clear there? You know, he's got different life. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm sure he's married and have kids and so on. You know, I am happier in a relationship, but unconsciously, I'm still. It for me was showing up in dreams constantly. Like I cannot let that go. So then I realized that I really need to clear the vows with him and really work on that, the on letting him go. Yeah, so does this make sense? It can be done that you have done already in this life, but it can be past lives as well. This is quite common. We all have some kind of vows, to be honest. Also, we can have vows with ancestors, that they've created the vows, and it's like passed down to another generations as well. Can be about health. People are struggling with certain conditions, illnesses. Uh, you know, that's why it's so fascinating. I'm telling you, the more you uncover, the fastest you transform your life, because these vows and uncovering beliefs, like people sometimes, when I see like someone took vow or actually believes as well from the lineage, the parents' lineage, they were having certain illness. I don't remember now exactly, but let's say heart disease or any kind of illness that, you know, like from generation to generation was this repeating at in the family. And when I work with this client, I'm like, oh, I have this, and you know, because my mom had it and her mom had it. I'm like, but doesn't mean that you need to have it. This is just belief. Or it can be vow running through the generation that if they have it, you have it as well. You know, so, you know, like it can show up in many different ways. Yeah. Yeah, Judith, absolutely. It's crazy. Only Annie, yeah, not only always, never, but kind of being aware. I just shared that it was my case always, you know, but it can show up many different ways as well. So I hope this makes sense. So I hope that you're gonna be excited about this work, because I remember when I started this journey years ago, and I dedicated like and I'm still doing this. This is ongoing work. I'm just telling you right now. We are like gigantic onions. There's so many layers, so much programming, so much conditioning, hundreds of limiting beliefs. But when you really dedicate yourself like half a year, 1 year, really every week working on some limiting beliefs, you will see you won't recognize yourself. I had session every single week, first 8 months, every single week, and I was literally going uncovering limiting beliefs. What you're gonna do today? And I was like, shifting one by one, shifting one by one. So the best way is to work one by one, not working on, let's say, 10 limiting beliefs the same time. I highly recommend you to work just basically one by one, one by one. You shift one, you're moving to another one. Now, just so I don't want you to be depressed, because I just told you that there's hundreds limiting beliefs and we are having so many programmings. Now, some limiting beliefs are easy going, really. Like I see on sessions, we can shift. If there is not, so it's not linked with trauma, you can literally shift few limiting beliefs in one go. Let's say, like, I'm just saying about like sessions I do, because they are not so deep. So I give you example of not deep, for example, limiting beliefs. It would be money doesn't grow on tree. Like maybe you heard this from your granny, maybe it's running this program, your mom telling you this, oh, money doesn't grow on a tree. Yeah. And you're actually living this as well. You're repeating maybe to your children, you know, or kind of have the same, you know, like do you, you know, like you may even living with this energy. So this is, for me, in my opinion, very fairly easy to shift, really. You can just bringing awareness that you're doing the same what your mom is doing and saying the same thing, or your granny, and just bringing awareness and choosing daily life. Like, I am not gonna say anymore this to anyone and to myself. I'm gonna open myself to flow, and the money comes easy, and it's easy to be creative and sharing my gifts and sharing my messages and being out there. So yeah, so some, like, this is not deep for me. This is easy to shift, really easy. So anyone can do that. What I'm talking about, like deep and core limiting beliefs, are takes time to clear. It's gonna be something like, I don't belong, I don't exist, I'm unwanted, I'm not important, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable. Generally, I don't deserve whatever it is. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve money. I don't deserve having amazing sexual energy or flowing through me and having orgasm, or, you know, having amazing intimate relationship with someone. This is quite core. So for what this is definitely linked with trauma. Trauma that you've experienced, trauma that can happen already, and the programming can happen already in the belly, when you were in belly, in your mom womb. And they are really powerful healing when you can go that far. And also some stuff can come from, of course, ancestors, come from, like I said, past lives, religion, and so on. So what is a good thing? I love actually working with core limiting beliefs, and I always try to target, when I work with people, core limiting beliefs, because imagine if you are working on core limiting beliefs, anything else that been built on that, it's shifting itself as soon as you shifting the core belief. So for example, if you're working on I am not important limiting belief core, but other stuff been built on this. I give you example, like, I'm scared to speak up, or my partner don't hear. I am never heard by my partner. This is built on this core limiting belief, I'm not important. The moment you start clearing and transforming and healing this core wounding and traumas, anything else that will be built on this, it's also shifting as well. So automatically your behavior is shifting, your thinking is shifting, your attitude to life and your relationships are shifting as well, and towards yourself. So everything is shifting. So it's not that you need to go literally one by one when you start working on core beliefs. And that's why it's really priceless when you work with someone and helping you to clear that, because in one go you think that you're working on one core limiting beliefs, but truth is you're working on many. So this is how powerful it is. Sylvie asking me, how many beliefs are there out there? Oh, hundreds. So I've created, and even did online course, because I was so fascinated about this and this work and so on. I've created even two courses. One was about love and one was about money. So literally, I've created lists. I was collecting all the limiting beliefs that I was hearing and constantly was repeating on my sessions, and of course for my work on myself. So I have lists about limiting beliefs about love and yourself. There's over 200 I've collected, and about money, probably something, I guess on this list is 170. But this is not, that's it. I only just was like literally targeting money and love, because this is a common theme. People struggling most of the time with these two things. But I could collect basically create another list coming from religion, coming clearing, beliefs coming from ancestor and so on, So I do have this list still, because they are part of the courses, but also the whole list. If anyone is interested, I'm absolutely happy to share, but you need to connect with me if you want that. Oh, perfect, Christine. I love that. Exactly what I'm talking about. That's too beautiful for me. So then I buy her that thing. But I realized that I figured if she couldn't have beautiful things, that I surely couldn't. She recently passed, so now I have to work on my beliefs. Yes, you see, I'm so happy, Christine, that you shared this with you. Exactly, these things are, is some stuff like really obvious, like you're gonna sabotage yourself, let's say your relationship. You're not gonna go for this beautiful man and woman because you don't feel deserving, or you constantly unconsciously rejecting money in many different ways, or being in poor me. But some stuff are very subtle. This is what Christine shared with you, like your mom just said something, like I shared with, like, oh, money doesn't go on the tree, or like it's too beautiful for me. It's really, it's imprinting you as well. So again, we are all imprinted in many ways, and it's so important that we're not allowing anyone to imprint us, period. I always teach this my clients, like, no matter what people tells you or what illness you have to let that go and clear these imprints. Yeah. So yeah, definitely these sayings what your parents just keep saying, it can definitely imprint you, and you think you are okay, but just really, if you're really honest with yourself, when you want to buy then something to yourself, how do you really feel? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel like excited? How do you feel about that? Yeah. So it's really watching your body as well, and watching your feelings, and you're gonna know, have I got this or not? Am I open for receiving abundance and beauty and true love and this amazing man or woman in my life? Maybe promotion and maybe this new place that I can live in, or you're not, or you're rejecting this somehow unconsciously, creating completely different realities. So, any question on that? Because I want to just show you muscle tests, how you can start actually uncovering beliefs by yourself. And I'm gonna give you some examples we're gonna be doing together. So any questions? I believe that this is the fastest way to really transforming any area of your life. But first you need to uncover them and then work through them. No questions. Awesome. All is clear. And I want to just also share with you, because what we are facing now globally, it's so very much linked with the subject, because it's no longer about your small life, and whether you're manifesting things or not, whether you are transforming any area of your life or not. It is really about transforming that planet. We are so programmed and so conditioned and so mind controlled, and right now what is happening, it's just next level basically what is happening. We are programmed and hypnotized negatively by TV, news, by people, by certain institutions, educations, other people who are not healed. It's going really deep, really deep. And why I am also so inspired by this work, because by clearing limiting beliefs and transforming limiting beliefs and those illusions, because they are illusions. This is not who you are. If you tap into your true essence, you are fucking amazing. You have amazing gifts, you have amazing talents, and you came here to do certain things, play certain roles, certain mission. Like now, basically the spirit constantly pushing me to be more visible and doing different things that I would never thought before that I'm gonna do it, just because it's really important. It's not time for poor me, not victimhood and so on, if we want to shift the planet and create different realities for our children, for future. And it's really important to start clearing this, programming, because it's programming. Basically, it's programming. Limiting beliefs is just negative programming. Because it's no longer about our small life. Oh, am I gonna get this promotion and get this 500 more? Or am I gonna just meet my soulmate? It's really much more now. It's really waking up and seeing the programming. I promise you, when you start doing diligent work on this, beliefs, limiting beliefs, and programming and clearing these illusions, because this creates also different energy. So when I am tapping into people, they have literally certain energies in bodies and in fields, delusion and illusion, miasmas and different things, which is all linked with this basically stories that we've just started talking about. When we start clearing this, we literally not only opening ourselves for different life, like the normal life, I want now you're gonna manifest more money, or truly meeting your soulmate, or healing certain conditions, or healing your body or whatever, but you start clearing certain energies that are blocking you. And we have lots of stuff in our fields as well that are blocking our growth, our awakening, our seeing beyond. It's so much more than people can think, but you can do it by clearing this stuff. Then you're really opening, expanding, and seeing so much more. I promise you, when you start doing this work, you're gonna be so much aware of other things. You're gonna be sensing more, you're gonna be seeing more. And this is what it's so needed right now. Seeing the bullshit, seeing that manipulation, seeing the mind control, seeing all of it. So I just give you like simple example. If someone is in toxic relationship, abusive relationship, or relationship with narcissistic person, it's completely blind. They often so disconnected from themselves. They constantly feel that this is their fault, and they need to work harder to be this good girl or this good boy, and they're completely blind what is really happening until they start uncovering this programming, limiting beliefs, conditioning, this illusion that they've been living, and creating these excuses for this person or for themselves. This is what is happening now collectively, globally. We're creating excuses, we obeying, we just so got used to getting more and more used to this abuse, basically happening in many different ways, and mind control. So I'm just also sharing because it's so important that we all start shifting, because we need to step to the next level of consciousness and awareness to create different realities for all of us on the whole planet, and for next generations, to literally create heaven on earth. So it's not about anymore me, my life, my. It's all about us. How do we want to live on this fucking planet? I want to live in heaven and I am pregnant. I want to create for my baby heaven as well. And I know you do as well. So if doesn't encourage you, basically just your work for your own life, think about the whole planet. Like really, we have to stop being selfish and just thinking about me. It's us, really. Thank you, Serena. So could you explain more about past life beliefs? It's the same as you are creating limiting beliefs here in this timeline. You could have exactly some trauma. For example, you were killed in tragic, or you were ill and you were dying lonely, for example, and you created the belief that I'm alone and I deserve to die alone. And you can bring this energy in this lifetime, and you can have underlying energy feeling that I'm alone. Yeah, makes sense? So this is basically, it's the same like you creating limiting beliefs. I don't deserve this, or I'm not good enough, I cannot speak my truth. Lots of beliefs coming, like I've seen it. I'm scared to speak up my truth. I'm scared to show up with my gifts or messages, because before past lives you were burned or buried or fucking killed or whatever it is. And yes, partly can come from your traumas from your childhood, that people were shushing you, stopping you, or punishing you every time when you spoke, but it also can come from past life as well. Make sense? So I'm gonna, yes, Kathy, awesome. So, so I'm gonna show you how you can uncover your, of course, some stuff you already know. Let's be honest. If you are constantly in wrong relationship, then you know that you have plenty of limiting beliefs about love. Like love is pain. I need to sacrifice myself for relationship. Just watch yourself. Are you losing yourself in the relationship over and over again? Then you intuitively know that this is gonna be your limiting beliefs or story that I need to lose myself or sacrifice myself for others. Are you putting everyone first, you are last? Some stuff you already know. You don't need muscle test. Let's be honest, you know. Um, Muscle test. I just want to just see something. I'm just reading Christine. I feel I see it all clearly. The abuse, the narcissistic negativity. I feel like acid on my skin. Yes, in the air and I breathe. Absolutely. I feel the same. Oh, that's why I'm here. And please, let's do the work. Clear the shadows so we can create heaven on earth. But I'm acting in such resistance. It's not very pleasant to see my own reactions. Oh, thanks, Christine, again for your comment, because now you reminded me what I truly wanted to talk about as well. Why people actually not shifting and creating and so on is resistance. And I just tell you, why people are not transforming and healing is because they are creating resistance. There is a hidden belief, a hidden benefit why they are not shifting. And I just give you example. I just literally had 2 days ago powerful session with one lady. She had a few sessions with me, and this was her last. And I could see she's sabotaging her own healing, her own transformation. And finally, she was in the state to really see that, because you cannot show people things that are not ready. So you just do what you can. At least I work with things that are what is happening, not that I am forcing things. So I just give you example because this is so powerful example why people are where they are. And even they are aware of certain behavior, limiting beliefs, nothing is happening. And like this lady, like she was thinking she's ready to do the work and transform, but inside her, she was creating resistance. So I finally brought this up, and I'm like, let's sit with this resistance first. So when you create resistance, I highly recommend you first sitting with resistance. Just sit and allow the resistance. Because otherwise, you're resisting the resistance. You're creating another illusion that, no, I'm not resisting the resistance. I am okay. I'm going to heal, or I'm going to transform this part of my life, or whatever. But you are in resistance. You're not going to do anything. Just lying yourself and creating another illusion and another story, period. So when we were diving deep with this lady, I said, under each resistance, there is a fear and hidden benefits. And what I mean by this, that unconsciously, you're creating some excuse and story for yourself. This is happening very much unconsciously until you bring this to awareness, that you don't actually want to move forward in life. I cannot tell you how many people I see doing this. This is why people are where they are. So what I mean by this, so for example, for these ladies, we uncovered that it's easier for her to be in her old patterns. She's known them very long time, few decades. She know how to behave. People got used to her, the way how she's behaving. And when we were diving deeper, the fear was, if I truly transform and change and heal, I'm gonna be this powerful, confident woman who can speak up truth, who can, creating amazing stuff and being creative and really sharing her gifts, people will reject her. People will not love her. She just basically wants to be loved and liked. And there's a fear of rejection as well. So we uncovered this. And basically, she's very much in head. Lots of people are in head anyway. So all of these stories she's creating in her head for months or years or decades. So I helped her to bring her down into her heart and bring her into her body and started really feeling what is happening. She was sobbing and crying, but in a healthy way, because she was releasing the resistance. She was releasing. She had so many aha moments. Even when I speak to you now, I have lots of goosebumps and energy flowing from me, because it was that powerful that she finally faced herself and her illusion that she's been creating, and excuses, being dishonest with herself and lying herself. And she realized that she's jumping from one course to another, from one book to another, and it's not helping, because she's just grabbing and not embodying anything, thinking that she's shifting. She's not. So she had amazing, powerful aha moments, powerful reflections. She released that resistance, and she finally allowed herself to be where she is. She was resisting to be small, resisting not changing her life, resisting to be just normal person as everyone else is, resisting all of that, not being transformed mother. But this was lie, because she was already having resistance and resisting the resistance. So she was not shifting anyway. And finally, she was ready to hear me. And actually, I didn't need to say anything. I only helped her to drop from her head down into her body and down into her heart. All was revealed by itself. And that's why she cried and cried and cried. Because finally she saw the mirror and she saw all of it. Why she's not shifting, why she's not transforming, why she is not healing. So often there is a hidden. So for example, if I work with someone on being more visible, often they are resisting this because they know if they shift that, what's going to happen? They have to be visible. They have to show up differently in life. Maybe they have to even speak differently. Maybe they have to say something to certain people. This is much harder than actually sitting in the corner, being with your old patterns and being poor me. No, I'm being fearful to be visible. Let me just stick with this. I'm not going to share my gifts and talents, because it's really easy. It's really easy to stay in the corner. And that's why so many people are not shifting, truly transforming. They're loading themselves with information, jumping from, like this lady, 5 courses at the same time, 5 books, but this is not embodied. So what's the point? You just loading yourself with information and knowledge, but the transformation is not happening in your head, it's happening in your body. It's happening on soul level, it's happening on energetic level. It's happening on subconscious level, not in your head. You can have great intellectual information, share how much you know, unless you embody it, it really doesn't matter. How many people you know who are very skilled because they have 5 degrees, millions of diplomas, millions of certifications, and they are literally walking egos and assholes. I know quite few. I met few. It really doesn't matter. And my best mentors, they don't have any certifications. They've embodied everything. And for me, this was the best way of learning. Through energy, through their beingness. Not that they had, I don't know how many certifications. Now it's so easy. You just go and finish some courses and get a piece of paper. It really doesn't mean anything. Because unless you embodied something, truly shifted on a deeper level and have deep shift inside you, even like this lady had such a powerful reflection that she was literally sobbing because of that, and all of this was beautifully coming out, and she changed. Literally after this, her face relaxed, her body relaxed, her energy relaxed. She was just literally a different person because finally she could face her own illusions. And we all do that. So I hope makes sense, and thank you for bringing this up. And I meant to bring this up because it's really powerful. So thank you, Christine, for actually reminding me this to say it. So watch your resistance. When you use resistance, sit with resistance, allow it, and then dive deeper. Dive deeper inside of you. What is the fear? Truly, be honest with yourself. What is your comfort zone? What you would have to do if you change this belief but you don't want to do? Like I said, maybe you need to now show up with your amazing gifts, but you don't, because it's easier to sit in the corner and blame whole world why you're not making more money, or why you're not feeling, in your purpose, and so on. Yeah. So I could give you millions of examples, what I've seen. And of course, also, I'm speaking from experience. Yeah. So, Kati, if you cannot figure it out, why you self-sabotage, you get like sit with yourself, find what you're resisting, and finding this hidden comfort, what you don't want to do. What would happen if you shift certain beliefs, but what you will have to do it. And again, you can always reach out to me and I can help you as well. If anyone needs help, I can help you with that as well. So now, Masu test. Like I said, intuitively, I'm sure you know lots of your limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging behaviors, fears, and so on. Fears is based on your traumas and limiting beliefs. Unless you shift them, you're gonna be still in this energy. Same anxiety and other stuff. Now, limiting Masu test is just one way of helping you to uncover your limiting beliefs. It's great for beginners who are just starting this journey, because you can do it by yourself anytime. So I was using this for a very long time. Let's say if I saw that I feel stagnated in my business or whatever area, I was doing literally master tests and testing some beliefs. And then uncovering the limiting beliefs, like, oh, wow, that's why I'm feeling stuck with this, because this is the belief. And then I work on this belief, So I've been using master tests often, also use in my sessions as well, to just show people. It's not just show them, like, let's test it so you can see by yourself what is really holding you back. Because it's not about me doing things for you. It's you need to realize this. You need to come to your own truth, not me telling you what is your truth. You have to reconnect with your truth. And what is your truth? This is true embodiment. Like I sure helped this woman drop into her heart and body, and that's why she started sobbing for like half an hour. All the grief and sadness of her own illusion and lying herself came up. I didn't need to do anything. So, now I just want to share with Maso test. You have to be hydrated. So if you have a glass of water now around you here, so please drink it now. I need to do the same because I love talking, as you see. So you need to be hydrated, number one. That it works, yeah? So you need to be hydrated and you need to be grounded and aligned. If you are all over the place, not hydrated, it may not work. I'm telling you right now. So this is really important. And also, if I'm honest with you, because, when I learned this, I just follow this, but through, of course, experiences and my own growth and see, I've realized also, and I'm going to be honest, because I'm not going to hide things, It's great tool. However, like I said, you need to be hydrated, you need to be grounded, you need to be connected with yourself. And other things, if you are drinking alcohol, taking medicines, basically not eating well, like with high vibrational food, this also can affect muscle tests, I would say. There's also other way, which is more advanced, and normally I don't talk about this, but I will share with you. If there is any infiltrations, like you have really like black magic stuff in your field, or even entities or things like this, portals open, this can definitely show up how in your testing, basically. Of course, no one told me this when I was learning this, but I'm telling you right now because this is what I've realized on my own journey and seeing others and supporting others. So there are many ways of doing muscle test. If you have a look, even YouTube, I'm sure you find many different ways. People doing through fingers like this. People doing through like with I'm not gonna teach you every single one because we would have to stay here for like not 2 hours, yeah? I'm gonna show you one which I like the most and I feel this is the most accurate. So you will see there are different ways, like I said, through fingers, touching like this. They are also with arm. You can see that people showing you with arm. Some people using the pendulum as well. Pendulum, checking again. I like in a standing position, and basically you are the pendulum. This is my favorite method. It's the least I always these other things you really have to be in tune and grounded, and of course you can do it, because I'm doing as well. However, if you're not really connected and tuned, like I said, hydrated and blah blah blah, it's very easy to manipulate. Very easy to manipulate. Really. This is my experience. Again, if anyone here using muscle test and have different experience, of course, great. I'm just sharing my experience. So that's why I like actually when you're standing and doing you as a pendulum, because I feel if you're not moving your body, like the body is not moving itself, you're controlling the whole thing. And if you're controlling, then first probably you need to work on your control and relax, relax definitely. I've met only few people who were not able to do it out of so many sessions. And because they were not ready to see the truth. They were so scared to see the truth, they were literally manipulating and controlling their body so they didn't see. I literally had one lady, she came to me, I have blockages with money. I said, okay. And I saw she's just at the beginning of this journey. So I said, let's uncover your limiting beliefs and then we're going to work on them, yeah? And as soon as I showed her how to do it, as soon as she was just about to do that, I could see how she's just fully controlling the process. Because I asked her, okay, let's check the belief, I love money. Not moving. Because this also happened, that there is such a fear to see the truth, that people rather, I should never come back. People rather go in living in illusion and struggling for years, decades, or whatever, however long, until maybe one day they realize, okay, maybe I need to see the truth, because truth is liberations. So this is not the test. This is not the test that you are like school and you either pass or fail. I want you to see this more as an excitement for your transformation. Every time when I, work on something, I'm excited because I know when I shift this, I expand. I see more, I sense more, I am different person. It's fucking amazing. So I want you to imagine more like getting, how to say it in a nice way, like getting feedback. Where am I stuck? Where am I held back in life? And where is my growth and expansion? And maybe awakening and so much more, rich life. But if you're scared to see the truth, nothing can help you until you really gonna be ready to see the truth. Make sense? So this can happen as well. It doesn't happen very often, I'm honest with you. I mean that you block the body. It happened only with few people with me. So I found different way to work with them, and basically we just ignore limiting muscle tests, and we were doing different things. I still could help them easily, because even if you are not connected with muscle tests, it doesn't matter. If you work with someone, there's a million other ways to work on limiting beliefs without muscle tests. This is just a tool here for you so you can start checking. But like I said, like I don't need to do limiting muscle tests with people because I can see when I'm tuning into their fields. I just know where to go. But sometimes I do use it, especially when people are new, because they like literally need proof. Yeah, so they can really see that. I think I said everything what I wanted, unless there are any questions here before we start doing. Right. Any questions on that? So get excited. You get feedback. So you know how you can transform. Again, only your resistance to resisting your transformation, healing, and creating illusions and delusions and being in stories and excusing yourself and others can hold you back from true transformation. Excited. Awesome. Love it. So I'm going to stand up. I hope you're going to hear me. And I'm going to show you. First, watch me. You don't need to do anything now. Just watch me. And then I will guide you. And you're going to repeat after me. So you'll be guided step by step. For now, just watch me. Okay, Dil? Don't do it. So, I'm going to adjust mic. I want you to, first you need to stand up and relax. Relax your body completely. Relaxing your body. And it's good to close your eyes and connect with your body. So like get out of your head, take a few deep breaths. Imagine that you're rooting yourself. Imagine that you're growing roots into Mother Earth from your feet. Whatever you need to do just to relax. Yeah, because it can come up, the fear which I just mentioned. Oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to show up? I want you to release. I want you to get excited about your transformation and changing truly your life and the planet life. Yeah, and whole consciousness of whole planet. We all need to do that. We all need to come together. So get excited. So when you feel really relaxed, I'm going to stand aside because I want you to see me. And you see me, my belly growing. My baby is growing. So you're closing your eyes, you're connecting with your body, drop into your heart area, drop into your body. And when you feel ready, you're gonna say 3 times, yes, yes, yes. So you see my body is moving forward. I don't manipulate, I don't control. It's just happening. And then I say 3 times no, 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 no. You see, I am moving backwards itself. I'm not controlling or manipulating that. So I know it works. I know my yes is in front, my no is backwards. Sometimes can happen opposite. I didn't meet many people like this. Very rarely this happened, but just you follow what shows up for you. Now, when you know where is your yes, where is your no, now you saying your true name. So my name is Carolina. Yes, it's true. My name is Carolina. And then you're saying something that is not true, but you know about it. So for example, I'm from Poland, but I am gonna say I am from Germany. So I'm saying I'm from Germany. No, I'm not from Germany. Yeah? That's so simple. So now it's gonna be your turn. I want you to stand up. Of course, I cannot see you here. So I trust that you just follow my instructions and I'm gonna guide you step by step how to do it. So I want you to stand up as I did, because we're gonna be testing some now beliefs. I'm gonna literally tell you what to do and what to repeat after me. So you have to do the whole process if you really want to see that it works and how it works. So I want you to stand up as I did and shake off first yourself. Take a few deep breaths. Drink water. Please drink water. If you have water, drink water. You need to be hydrated. Now, if you are here and English is not your first language, you can speak in your own language. It really doesn't matter the language, unless you don't use the language very often, because it's the same thing. It's just the subconscious maybe need more time to click it. Like my English is my second language, but because I use it all the time, it's like literally my first language. I feel like more now. So you can say it in your own language, whatever it is, Spanish, French, German, I don't know, Polish, whatever it is, the language, or you can say this in English. It really doesn't matter. Yeah. Um, so make yourself comfortable. I mean, make yourself that you are connected. I want you to get out of your head. This is so important because you don't want to control the process. You need to allow the body. Speak to your body, never lies. Body is your subconscious. So just connect with your heart, connect with your body. Take a few deep breaths if you need that. Root yourself, bring the awareness into your feet. So I trust you doing, because I cannot see you, so I trust you doing. Because I'm gonna ask you some questions as well. So just do it that. And just when you have the feeling you are in your body, you're connected, you're not in your head. If you are too much in your head, just say to your mind, I love you so much. You've been so amazing. But now go for coffee. Go have break. We want to only your body, your soul, your energy. Yeah? Okay, great. So I trust that you are ready. When you're ready, I want you to say out loud everything you're saying out loud 3 times yes, or whatever language you choose. Yes, yes, yes. This is what you're gonna say now. And see where the body is going. You're not manipulating or controlling, it's doing itself. And now you're gonna say out loud 3 times no. No, no, no. So again, see where the body is going. Some of you may have quite big swing like I had. Some of you may have very small swing, just tiny. But as long as you feel the pull forward or pull backwards, that's perfect. Yeah? So I trust that you know where is your yes and you know where is your no, and you could feel the pull. Now, I want you to say your name. My name is, saying all out loud. My name is, say your name and see where the body takes you. And now say something that is not true. I am from, so for example, if you are like from Colorado, or I don't know, from France, just say completely different country. I'm from Africa, or something like that. You know that this is not true. So I am from, and say completely different country. So I believe that it shows you no, that you're not from that country, because this is what it's supposed to show you. So you're supposed to see no, basically, yeah? So if your no was backwards, your body will lean backwards, basically. So I hope all of you just give me some yeses here in comments, comment that it works for you, because now we're gonna test beliefs. You're gonna repeat after me. So before I go to the stage 2, I want to see some yeses here that it works. So, like all good, works, awesome, yes. So you have yeses and works for me. Okay, so because it has to work first, yeah, you have to see that it works before we can go to the work that you're testing your beliefs, yeah? Good. So if that works for you, I want you to now repeat after me out loud. Relax, relax. This is not test at school. This is invitation for transformation. And you're gonna know what to work on. So relax, connect with yourself again, and repeat after me. I deserve more money. and see what happens. Is it yes or no? I deserve more money. Did you get yes or no? Just say here so I know at least, you know, yes. Okay. Anyone else? Yes. Awesome. Okay, test now. Repeat after me. Okay, prepare yourself again. Close your eyes. And say after me, I took a vow of poverty. Repeat after me, I took a vow of poverty. And just see whether it's yes or no for you. Okay, good. Test. Repeat after me. It's selfish to want more money. Test that. It's selfish to want more money. Just repeat after me out loud and see what is happening. Okay, see what is happening, yes or no. Now test. There is never enough money. Just see what is coming up for you. There is never enough money. Was it yes or no for you? There is never enough money. Now test after me. Repeat after me. I will always be in debts. I will always be in debts. Test that. And see what happened. Yes or no. Okay, great. Awesome. Now prepare yourself and test this. Close your eyes and repeat after me. It is possible for me to live in a loving relationship. It is possible for me to live in a loving relationship. Just repeat this after me and see what happened. And did you get yes or no? Okay, prepare yourself again and repeat after me. Love is controlling. And see what you get. Love is controlling. And what you get? Yes, no? Love is controlling. That means that you may grow up to see your parents, you know, let's say father controlling mother, and you could associate, oh, this is how love looks like. You don't need to really understand the meaning because your subconscious is gonna know, but then you may keep attracting man or woman, depends who you are, you know, who is your partner, basically controlling people, because the belief is love is controlling. So you're gonna attract controlling people. Yeah? Again, prepare yourself. Next one. Repeat after me. I am rejected by men. Now, if you are man, test it. I am rejected by woman. And see what's happening. I am rejected by, it depends on your sex, you know, just say either by men or women. If you are bisexual, just test both and see what's happened. Play with that. Now test it, prepare yourself again, close your eyes, connect with yourself and say after me. I'm alone. If your body sways in both ways, get some water. You may need more water. It's not clear. So there are two things. Either get more water in your system, you're not hydrated enough, or say it in your way. You know, of course you're repeating after me, but you know, maybe you wouldn't word that way. So say similar things, but your words, use your words. So the subconscious can click with that, yeah? If you're swaying. Right? I'm alone. So what did you get? Yes or no? Mm-hmm. Okay, I want you to again prepare yourself and repeat after me. I trust myself. Awesome. Thank you for the feedback. Now again, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself again. And say after me, I am scared of commitment. This is very common. I see huge blockage for women and men to really attract the true love. I'm scared of commitment. So see what is happening for you here. Great. Prepare yourself again. Thanks for feedback. Prepare yourself again and test it. I'm scared to be hurt again. Great. Thanks for feedback. So again, prepare yourself. And then repeat after me. I'm good enough to be loved. Good. Okay, prepare yourself and repeat after me. I feel safe to. And test it now. I am important. or I feel important. You can also add I feel important in relationship. If you want to be specific, you can even say in specific with who I feel important with the relationship with blah blah blah. So play with that. And then I want you to now test it. I feel unheard in relationships. Again, you can test it. I feel unheard with my mom. I feel unheard with my husband. I feel unheard with my children. You can play with this. It depends what you really want to heal or transform in your life. Yeah. Test this. Prepare yourself and test this. Everyone is first. I am last. Everyone is first. I'm last. Okay. Prepare yourself. I need to sacrifice myself in relationships. And see what come up. If there is no movement, change the wording. So say it that is the meaning is the same but different way. I need to sacrifice myself, or I need to I'm losing myself for others. I'm losing myself in relationship. Just change the way how you're saying, yeah? So it registers basically. So say your way, the same things, but just say your way. Now test it. Prepare yourself again and test. I deserve to be successful. Okay, and I give you last one. Just prepare yourself. I know how to receive love and support. Test this one. Very good. Okay. So I see you had lots of fun with this. So you can now sit comfortably. We finish for today. So I gave you quite a lot different energies, different field about a bit of money, success, a bit about your worthiness, a bit of about relationships and love. So you have feel a bit, how you can now do it by yourself. What is very important, you never say can't and don't. So for example, did you notice that I always say positive way and statement? So for example, I love myself. I don't test it. I don't love myself, because subconscious doesn't recognize this. So you don't say try, don't, can't. You always say positive sentence. And then let's say, I trust men, I trust women, I deserve to earn this amount of money. I deserve punishment. I appreciate men's support or women's support. Love is rare. So it's statement. So you're not using any can't, don't, not things. So this is really important if you want to test it. And then yeah, it's powerful. This is what I said. I'm still constantly uncovering things, and I'm excited when I'm shifting things because every time it's expansion. But especially when you're at the beginning of your journey, I truly, truly inviting you to dedicate next half a year truly working on beliefs, uncovering about money or business or love or yourself, like a worthiness, and literally working every week on this. Like I said, some of them they are very easy to shift. Some you have to work probably with someone, I'm honest with you, because it's linked with traumas, it's linked with shocks, it's linked with ancestor stuff or maybe past lives and things like that. So I highly, highly recommend working with someone if you've now uncovered some of them, and some of them they were true, really core stuff. So if you have core belief, let's say I'm not safe or I cannot speak my truth and feel safe, this is gonna show up in every single area of your life, whether it's your job, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your health, because lots of people when have they believe they create certain illnesses linked with this belief, because it's a sabotaging basically pattern, because they don't know how to put boundaries or how to say no or how to step into their power. Therefore certain illnesses, they always have certain consciousness, and under each illness or health condition there is certain beliefs. Yeah, so it's really important if you want to improve your health, your relationship, really stepping on your soul path. This is the job that you have to do it. Yes, very eye-opening experience, and I hope you are excited now to get supported or support yourself and just clearing that. It will transform your life, I promise you. I could tell you millions of stories from my life or from clients' life. We could sit here for hours, to be honest. But I want you to see it. If you ever struggling, what's blocking you, can always also connect with me. Someone here, just I saw comments above. No, it's gone already. This comments I can't see anymore. But someone shared here. I think Katie, that you're only using for supplements, food, and so on, and you don't know how to do it. Just go over the video again. All my videos are recorded on YouTube, so you can go on my channel and basically go through the process again. If this was too fast for you, or if you don't understand that. Now, Master test you can also use for other things. So, for example, I use Master test not only for checking limiting beliefs, what is blocking me, but I'm also testing different things. For example, if I'm buying supplements as well, if I go to, not even now, I'm not going even to shops, but even if online or offline, doesn't matter. If I want to buy, for example, supplement like vitamin C or B or D or whatever it is I need to buy, I literally do the same, preparing yes, 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 no, 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 saying my name is Carolina, I'm from blah, 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 like you did at the beginning. And then, for example, what I do, let's say, imagine that this is the box of vitamin D or shampoo or certain food. Let's imagine that, yeah? I'm literally holding this and this, whatever it is, the object, and I am tuning into that vibrations of that object, and I am testing. This is good for my body. And it's saying yes or no. This brand of vitamin C is good for my body, yes or no. This is synthetic, yes or no. This is more natural, yes or no. So I test everything like this. And you can do it whether it's online or offline. It really doesn't matter. You're doing the same things, you just online, you're just tuning vibrationally with whatever you want to order and doing the same things. I tested like this, buying any supplements. Even if I'm going to buy food, I give you example that you have tomatoes who are normal tomatoes, and next to it you have bio, organic, or whatever, however well you call them, much more expensive. And you know how many times when I tested bio, organic, tomatoes and normal tomatoes, that they were much cheaper. It was saying no, if when I test, these tomatoes are good for my body, no. And often I actually buy normal tomatoes. It's so funny. Uh, okay, Amanda, a lack of money has gone through many generations of my family. As a child, I saved every penny. Yes, absolutely. So maybe it's time to clear this. Absolutely, this generational beliefs. It's so powerful. So powerful. Elizabeth, yeah, you can test it even. How many times you need to take supplements? Absolutely. Let's say, for example, you have vitamin C. I'm pregnant now. I'm taking special supplements, for pregnancy. Oh, fuck. I've tested many because I don't want any synthetic stuff. No chance in my body. So yes, I'm testing brands, and you'll be surprised. Even buying last time I was buying spirulina online, and there were so many brands, like 15 different brands, and gosh, it was so hard to find the right supplement, because when I was tuning into vibrations of the brand, it was showing me how they treat the spirulina, or what people working, what is the culture, what is the vibe. Like I could see it, everything. So you can richly tune in things. Um, so you can also ask how many times you can take, like how many, vitamin, pills or whatever. You can play with that. Yeah. Has this been helpful for all of you? My baby is due in May. End of May probably. Something around. Whenever baby is gonna be ready. Hmm. Did you enjoy it? The master test? No fear? Thank you. I hope you are now excited about your transformation. Of course, if you have any question, always reach out to me. I'm always so excited about helping souls, or even if you don't know why you're sabotaging yourself, definitely I can help you to uncover that. Um, yeah, I'm excited. Not You really have to do the work. This is the shadow clearing, trauma clearing, shock clearing, ancestor clearing, limiting past life clearing, but also multidimensionally clearing. Because the more you're clearing this stuff, you're also clearing things that are in your field, like implants, devices, cages, mind control, black magic, curses, all of this. The more you're stepping in your power, the 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 less affected you are multidimensionally. And now lots of stuff is happening. Yes, it is recorded. Every session I record on YouTube. So if you want to rewatch it or check other stuff that you've missed, everything is on YouTube. You just go on my YouTube. It's called Awaking the Soul's Light, or under my name. And it's all recorded. You can do it by yourself, or, you can check. Um, yeah. I'm I'm really inviting all of you to start working on this. We need to shift this consciousness of this planet. This not deserving, this unworthiness, this shock and trauma have to be cleared. Otherwise, we are so in programming, so blind on many different levels, and we are so vulnerable for being targeted by this basically low vibrations energies as well. The more you clearing this stuff, the more you opening for amazing stuff, and you're gonna keep stepping to the next level of consciousness. And this is your true protection. The more you stepping into your power, the more you see the illusions, delusions, and all of your stories and your excuses. The more you're gonna be opening on many different levels, and therefore this is what protects you. This is the most powerful protection, when you are in your power, sharing your gifts and everything. Yeah. So do you have any questions? This was a really long session. I thought it would be much shorter. Do you have any questions before we finish? And thank you for all the donations. I truly appreciate your support as well. Any questions? No questions. Okay. So wishing you, of course, transformation. Always. I am all about transformation. And you stepping in your power, sharing your gifts. We all have gifts. Yeah. When you're clearing your limiting beliefs, you cannot be arrogance, because when you're clearing um, the more you're clearing this programming conditioning, you're clearing your traumas, the more you're opening your heart, you're activating your other light bodies. And therefore, the more you're activating your light bodies because you're healing and transforming, the more you're going to be in your heart. You're going to be so much in your heart. You're going to be giving. You're going to be generous. You're going to be so connected with your higher self and the source energy, that literally energy going to be flowing through you. There's no more ego. There's no more arrogance. There's no more this bullshit, basically. So this only helps you to activate other light bodies, and therefore truly living from the place of love. When you are full of programs and traumas and limiting beliefs, you don't even truly know what love is. Or being generous, there's always some trading or other manipulation that is happening unknowingly and consciously, or some people know that they are manipulating or controlling. And so the more you're clearing this, you're really awakening to living completely on different vibration and different level of consciousness. This is, I'm telling you, I don't have even words how it feels. There's no words to explain that. It's beyond words. It's priceless. So that's why I'm truly inviting you to do the work, commit next 6 months to do the work. But of course, this is ongoing journey. And ask for support. If you resonate with someone, ask them to work with you. Ask for help, because this will speed up everything for you. We all have blinders. Let's be honest. And you won't be able to drop on a deeper level, on soul level, subconscious level, energetic level, to clear these core beliefs, because they are deep. And like I shared with you at the beginning, the mind creates some excuses and stories. It's not gonna let you go that deep. It wants you to stuck with these old beliefs and programming and blockages because it's comfortable. This is what it knows. But to shift the collective consciousness and just your life, we need to be in heart. We need to living from the place of strengthening our trust in ourselves and being guided by our higher self, by soul, by God, by source, however you call that energy. When you are in this energy, you are truly unstoppable, and not this unstoppable that you hear with ego. Oh, I am now 6-figure, whatever. This is full of ego and arrogance, but it's coming from pure heart. You truly guided on every step on your way. I'm telling you, priceless. There's no even words to explain or even share with you how you're gonna feel when you start truly embracing this journey, fully committing without any excuses like I have no money, I have no time, I have whatever, because this is the main excuse. And the moment you put excuse like this, you are in resistance. You don't want to really shift, because if you wanted, you would do it. I just give you my example. When I had my awakening and I realized, fuck, I have so much trauma to heal and so many limiting to transform. I was eating porridge. I was buying these big bags of porridge because this is what I could afford for months, just because I was investing every penny and asking for installments to work with certain teachers or certain mentors to help me to grow and transform and clear all my egos. And my flatmate was laughing at me. Oh my God, Carolina, aren't you too bored eating this porridge every day? And inside me, sometimes I was like, yeah, I'm fucking bored. But I have just £5 in my bank account, and this is what I can buy, because I knew I want to work badly with this person. And I did. Every time I didn't have money to work with certain mentors, it was way over my budget. but I always find a way. So this is now when you have no excuses, you know you're ready. And I can always see on sessions when people coming as well and connecting with me, I literally see it. When the soul is ready, I'm telling you, it's shifting like this. Like, it's unbelievable. Literally, they are changing week by week when they're ready. When they're not ready, like I shared with this lady who had sessions and she had this breakdown, realizing that she actually is scared to transform and healed. You're gonna find any millions of excuses. Two common excuses: I have no time and I have no money. This is like, okay. So truly, we really have to awaken to live in our hearts. There's no other way. There's no other way to change our lives and the planet. This only leads you to amazing awakening. This only leads you to amazing transformation, to shedding your ego, to shedding your old bullshits and excuses and illusions, not only yours, but maybe even your past lives or ancestors and so on. You healing many generations up front, many. You healing your children if you have children. If you're planning to have children, you already healing them as well and not bringing this bullshit as well. Even if you don't have children, you activating other people around you. Like, I cannot say more, but it's just like, I don't know. I hope you feel the vibration that I'm trying to share with you. Right. So I hope all makes sense. Just reading if there is any, it feels powerful. I have worked on myself with a lot of help for 40 years, but I've never focused on limiting beliefs, Amanda. So happy to hear that. Amazing. Okay, so wishing you all the best. Wishing you amazing day, night, wherever you are. And tomorrow I'm doing fun time, so you are all invited. You're gonna be practicing your psychic abilities, so you are all welcome. So please join me and just connect with me if you feel like it's always to connect with people. And so I see you around, and bye for now. Would you like to transform your life? Then book a quantum session on my website. Feel confident and happy again.